everybody, just wanted to come on and do a little follow me around kind of video. I'm gonna do some errands this afternoon. My work schedule is generally on Fridays. I only work from 8:30 until 1 p.m. So it is just after 1 and I'm headed to do some errands, adult errands I'll call them. I'm gonna go to Costco, and we just had an IKEA pickup location open up in our area. I don't know if anybody else has had one of those open up recently around them, but I'm just curious as to what it means, and I don't think you can actually buy product at the actual location, but I'm interested to find out. So I'm gonna check that out, get some stuff from Costco and some stuff to make my husband's birthday dinner tomorrow morning. I seen a little post on Facebook where you take Pillsbury crescent roll dough, just roll it out into like 2 rectangles, and then kind of fold around the edges, crack some eggs into it, and then lay some bacon around it, and it makes like, and then you cook it in the oven, obviously. So I think my husband will really like that. He loves breakfast, so that's gonna be his breakfast in the morning. Even though his birthday was last weekend and I was supposed to do his birthday breakfast last weekend, we ended up having a few drinks and staying over at friends, so we didn't do his breakfast. So that's what I'm gonna do tomorrow morning. And I'm gonna check out a few other stores. I need a pair of shoes, so I'm gonna see what I can find today and go for a little adventure on my own. Kind of like these Friday afternoons, sometimes they get filled with appointments and things, and I don't really get a time for myself, but that's okay. It's all part of being a grown-up, I guess. I just want to comment on a video I watched today that has somewhat inspired me to kind of make some maybe changes in my own life. I'm not sure if any of you follow Redhead Mare. She is a fellow Canadian. She's actually on the opposite coast from me though. She's in BC and I'm in Ontario. So I've been watching her videos for quite a while and I really like her. She's just seems like a genuine person, and you know, I just really like her character. And today she put a video out about quitting her job and pursuing a path that's going to work better for her and her family. And I can completely relate to where she's coming from. I have been struggling personally myself with my full-time position where I'm at and my happiness within the workplace, as well as I've been dealing with some depression. And pulling myself out of that depression has been somewhat difficult this past season. So I'm interested to follow along with her, and she's very inspiring to me because, you know, she's been dealt some, you know, I don't know, basically hurdles, and she's been honest about struggling to deal with them and to be at peace with them. And you know, I've been dealt different hurdles, and you know, felt like I was coming out the other side in a good place, but I don't know if I've really been honest with that and dealt with the stuff deep down within me that I'm still attached to, in terms of not feeling like a full woman because I couldn't conceive, not, you know, feeling fulfilled with the size of my family in terms of how many children I was able to have. It, you know, the guilt that I had about having to go back to work when my son was 4 months old after struggling so hard to become a mom, and then having to go back to work because my husband was laid off. I understand that those are things that somewhat are out of my control, but there's some deep-seated stuff that I haven't dealt with in terms of that. And just seeing her, Redhead Mare, start to deal with things head on and take some time of reflection, and I really feel like it's something that I need to do. I don't feel like I'm being fulfilled in my life in certain areas. I have a wonderful husband. At times I maybe take that for granted, and maybe that's a horrible thing to admit, but I think it's a typical human thing that happens, is that we don't appreciate things until they're gone, and I don't want that to happen. I love my husband and I love my son, and you know, I think that, you know, maybe some aspects of my life, if I change them, I might be happier all the way around. So, you know, she's given me, Redhead Mare's given me maybe the courage or the inspiration to start to think about that stuff and be honest with myself and find my happiness. I love YouTube, and I would love for YouTube to be a full-time job for me. I love to share my experiences with people, and I do feel like I have a lot to offer in terms of advice and knowledge. I don't have a master's in anything. I'm not particularly, you know, educated in certain things, but I think my life experiences, I have things to offer people. How her inspiration, you know, maybe transforms in my life and what I do, because it's really made me think, like, about my job and what I do, and if that's what's really going to make me happy and what's best for my family. I don't know. It's time for some reflection, I guess. You know, people often talk about finding your happiness, find a job or something in your life that you don't feel like you're going to work every day. And I don't know how to do that. I think it's easier said than done. I'm 35 and I don't feel like I've found my niche. I don't think I've figured out what would make me happy. I don't know. And I'm not worried about having this glamorous career per se. I'm not worried about making $100,000 a year. I'm not worried about superficial parts of that, of being able to say, oh, I have this fancy job. No, I'm not worried about that. I'm worried about my mental health and my ability to be happy and my ability to do things that I'm passionate about. And I've even sat back and thought, well, what am I passionate about? And I feel like that changes and evolves as time passes. So how do I bring that all together? I don't know. These are all definitely some things that I need to think about and understand about myself, you know? I appreciate the thought-provoking video that you put out, Redhead Mare. I appreciate I'll just say it, the balls it took to find your happiness, you know? And I think that a lot of us socially feel like we have to get up and go to a job every day. We have to, you know, we can't just set out on a path. You know, you have to be able to take criticisms and have people kind of be like, you do what? I guess. I don't know. I do appreciate you helping me push myself out of my boundaries. Yeah, I don't know. Kind of makes me a little emotional, to be honest, because I don't know. And I feel like, does that make me a failure at 35 that I don't know? You know? All right, I wasn't expecting to get emotional. Well, I'll show you as I go along the rest of my day here. Bye for now. Okay, and I go. Okay, so now I'm at Costco for gas, and apparently it must be the cheapest place on earth because it's so busy. Like, what the heck? I can't say I usually at 1:30 on a Friday see this much traffic at Costco. This is usually why I come here, because it's dead, but I guess I was wrong. So now I'm gonna be in line. Hopefully I don't run out of gas in the meantime. Well, I finished most of my errands. I'm gonna do a grocery haul and show you what I bought today. It's kind of a random grocery haul, but I'm gonna show you nonetheless. So stay tuned for that. I'm about to go home and see how much it's gonna cost me to get my roof redone. Yay, life. So I did get home from my errands, obviously, and just kind of relaxing now, put on some comfy clothes. I got my representing opening day for the Detroit. I'm just hanging out right now, kind of relaxing, but wanted to come on and just kind of talk about the IKEA. There wasn't much to it. Literally, they had like very random like napkins and maybe a few sheets and very small amount of things that you could actually purchase at the store. But they had a bunch of stuff, you know, in terms of furniture and whatnot set up as examples for you to look at if you were looking to buy stuff. Then they had computers that you could see people sitting at, that you could design your kitchen or bathroom or whatever it was, and then you would know what products you needed. And they had staff there that would help you do that. So that's basically all the little IKEA was. That's it for now, and I'm going to close the vlog, so I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye.